Hey everyone, my name's Alexia and welcome to a new series I'm trying out. This series will cover many different aspects of different myths, legends and folklore from throughout Earth's history. If you guys enjoy this, I'd appreciate a like and a comment on what you enjoyed, and if you haven't already, please subscribe below. Today we're going to talk about the Pooka, or in Irish, Pooka, which is a phantom fairy creature that features in Celtic folklore and fairy tales of Ireland. A similar fairy entity appears in the mythology of Scotland, Wales, Cornwall, Channel Islands, and Brittany. Often thought of as an animal spirit, some accounts believe it gets its name from Poch, meaning he-goat in Irish. According to legend, the Pooka is a shapeshifter, capable of assuming numerous forms. It can take a human form, but will often have animal features such as ears or a tail. As an animal, the Pooka will most commonly appear as a horse, cat, raven, fox, goat, dog, or even a goblin, according to some stories. No matter what the shape the Pooka takes, its fur is almost always black. It mostly commonly takes the form of a sleek black horse with a flowing mane and luminescent golden eyes. If a human is enticed onto a Pooka's back, it has been known to give them a wild ride. However, unlike a Kelpie, which will take its rider and dive into the nearest stream or lake to drown them and devour them, the Pooka will do its rider no real harm. The only man to ever successfully ride a Pooka was High King of Ireland and founder of the O'Brien dynasty, commonly known as Brian Boru. Brian managed to control the magic of the creature by using a special bridle that used 3 hairs of the Pooka's tail. Brian's physical prowess meant that he was able to stay on its back until the exhausted Pooka surrendered to Brian. The king forced it to agree to 2 promises. First, that it no longer tormented Christian people and ruined their property, and second, that it would never again attack an Irishman, except those that were drunk or were abroad with evil intent. Although Pooka agreed, it appears to have forgotten its promises over the years. Throughout history, there have been many sightings of Pooka all over the country. But the most famous story is an animal spirit that gave its name to Paula Pooka, or Hall of Pooka, at the boundary of River Liffey, between counties Kildare and Wicklow. Presently this is the site of a hydroelectric power station, where the river flows through a narrow gorge before plunging 150 feet in 3 stages. Beneath the second drop there is a pool, and this is called Hall of Pooka. One Irish author, Padraig O'Farrell, tells this tale, which was inspired by the written account of an anonymous Kildare man. In November 1813, a Kildare hunt known as Killing Kildare set out. Having indulged in traditional stirrup cup at the Tipper crossroads near Naas, the hunt failed to raise a fox until it was approaching Tipper Kevin, north of Ballymore Eustace, County Kildare. Here, a large fox appeared and led a course towards Liffey. Simultaneously, an unmounted black horse appeared that did not belong to any of the riders. It was Pooka. The terrain was difficult and the fox ran fast, so that near Liffey only one of the members of the hunt, a man named Grennan, and a horse, who was actually Pooka, remained with the pack. The gorge was in full spate, but the hounds were gaining on their quarry and started to pick their way across the rocks. Seeing danger, Grennan attempted to recall the hounds, but the Pooka ahead of them was tempting them onwards. The fox headed for the ledge on the narrow part of the gorge. Then, seeing Pooka's red eyes spitting fire, the fox jumped. It missed the ledge, falling into turbulent waters below. The Pooka easily leapt across the gorge, disappearing into woodlands, but the pack of hounds, hard on the scent of the fox, went headlong into the pool. Looking down, Grannon saw the fox and the hounds trying desperately to swim to safety through swirling swell. The other hounds dashed against the rocks, were yelping in pain and dying. He wept as most of the pack went under. Suddenly his sorrow gave way to terror. He heard the diabolical neighing, like an animal laughing from the woods opposite. Grannon knew then it was Pooka. The writer of the story describes how, in the 1930s, as he stood above the valleys of Liffey and King's River, a sudden sadness came over him, and he wept at the sight of so many humble homes, which would soon be submerged forever by Blessington Lakes, created purely to supply water for a power station at Pooka. In light of this story, it makes me wonder if, in fact, the Pooka is merely guarding its natural realm from that of human impact. That it wanted to punish the hunters and create a tragic event that could drive away humans from its home. And was the sorrow that the writer felt truly his own? Or that of an onlooking Pooka, knowing that its land would forever be disturbed by humans? Let me know in the comments what you think. Is the Pooka an evil being? Or a fairy creature wanting to preserve its home? Or is it simply just a folklore tale to make sure the children sleep and behave and do good by their parents? What other tales and legends would you like to see in the future? If you have anything in particular, please let me know. And thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Stay safe out there, lovelies.